For this final example, we've got a diagram that looks pretty complicated from the start. So a strong suggestion is draw this on your own paper or print it out if you can. And it really helps to trace things over and to highlight certain things that seem important. So in this case, we're given this diagram, which I redrew, and then we're given that the measure of arc LN is 84 degrees. So I labeled that in blue here. And then the measure of arc KN is 116, which is that in red. So that helps me to get an idea of it. And I see a lot of inscribed angles here. So I'm just going to see what they're asking for first and see if I can find it. Measure of angle JKL, J to K to L. So here's part of looking at these diagrams that you can assume is, again, if there's a bolded point in the middle, we can assume that's the center of the circle. So here, point P is the center, and JL would be the diameter. So angle JKL is an inscribed angle here at K that intercepts the bottom half of the circle. So that bottom semicircle is being intercepted. Because it's an inscribed angle, it's 180 divided by 2 gets me my answer of 90 degrees for JKL. The measure of angle MKL. M is here to K to L. So here, looking at this angle, it's an inscribed angle with the vertex at K. If you extend those legs, it intercepts the blue arc that I've drawn in as 84. So 84 degrees divided by 2 gets me 42. Okay, 2 down. The measure of angle KMN. So K to M to N. Now I see that's again an inscribed angle because the vertex is on the circle. And if you draw out each of the legs, it intercepts from K to N, which is 116. So 116 divided by 2 is 58 degrees. All right, we're on a roll. The measure of angle JKM. So J to K to M. Now it gets a little trickier because it's not directly referring to either of the arcs that I was given. But JKM, if I look at it and realize the fact that, well, this bottom part was a full semicircle, I'm looking at just JKM, so this arc that's being intercepted. If I ignore the top half of my circle for a second, I know that these two together need to make 180 degrees. So this portion, this arc, has to be 96 degrees. That helps me get there because JKM is an inscribed angle that intercepts that arc of 96. So 96 divided by 2 gets me 48 degrees. Just a little note, you could also have used the fact that this was 42 and the whole thing was 90 to find the missing piece. You'd also get 48. All right, let's keep going. Measure of angle KLN, K to L to N. So as you trace that, the vertex is at L, and I trace both of the legs out. It intercepts that 116 degrees. So that's again 116 divided by 2, which gets me 58 degrees. Measure of angle LNM, LNM. So the vertex at N traced to L and M, you get it an inscribed angle that again intercepts 84. 42 degrees. So if you piece it out bit by bit, it's not actually that complicated. You're able to complete it. It's just about chunking it down to smaller pieces instead of looking at this big diagram and saying, oh, that's crazy. Measure of arc MJ, last couple ones here. MJ, because I wrote that in, I realized that was coming. So 96 degrees, I've already found that. If you're unsure of how I found that, I did that by doing 180 minus 84 degrees gets me 96 because of the semicircle. And last one, LKJ, L to K to J. That's the whole top half of the circle divided by the diameter. 180 degrees is a semicircle. And that's it.